It's showtime.
Hey, welcome to Did You Watch Survivor Last Night, the only Survivor podcast for compassionate haters. My name is Jake Scheidel. Each week I ask my best friend Thomas Powell if he did indeed watch a certain reality show. Hey, Thomas, how's it going today?
I'm doing all right, Jake. How are you enjoying your last fleeting days of summer?
I really hadn't been thinking about it, and now that you bring it up, it's actually kind of upsetting me.
There's only 2 days left. The 22nd is the fall equinox.
And what do you want to say to me when that happens?
Have a great trip. See you next fall.
Good one.
All right.
That's pretty
It's
funny.
the autumnal equinox. I kept thinking vernal equinox, and that's spring.
Interesting. As I've said every time this comes around, summer is, of course, a vibe and not an actual season.
Yeah, it's supposed to be pretty warm on the first day of fall.
So remember the movie Waterworld, where there's so much climate change, the whole world becomes water, and we all go to war for the water?
I believe at one point Kevin Costner says summer is kind of a vibe.
So what if we do that movie again, but it's real life, and instead of water, it's just summer?
Yeah, and it's kind of a
365
vibe.
days, and it's kind of a vibe.
Summer world.
Like, is that a great idea for a movie or another idea for a music festival? And this one, people aren't going to be floated out of in the desert. That's a guarantee. In Summer World, nobody's going to get floated out of the desert.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Glad to hear it.
We're going to do it in Michigan in the summertime, obviously. And as we know, summer is a vibe, so it could be anywhere from January to December. As long as it's above 80 degrees, sun's out, guns out. Oh, and also you're allowed to bring your guns to this music festival.
I want to soak up the sun.
It is Michigan.
I want to tell everyone to lighten up.
Yeah. You're only allowed to play, the musicians are only allowed to play songs that are about the sun or summer. So I guess that's what I'm doing for the next 6 months until the next official summer day. I'm going to be planning Summer World.
Well, that's exciting. We're heading towards fall, and that means that we're heading towards a new season of Survivor.
Yes, Thomas, that brings me to this question. Are you ready to watch Survivor 49?
Survivor 49. That's how old I feel currently.
Gross. Okay, up first we've got the Hina tribe. Our first guy is Jason Truel. He's 32 years old. He's a law clerk from California. His mom brought him a suitcase of coconuts when she found out he was going to be on the show. That's fun, right?
Out of a suitcase of Coke, it would be more interesting.
Yeah, maybe
doing
if
drug trafficking on Survivor, wouldn't that be cool?
Maybe if it was from Florida or Panama. I was trying to remember what season that happened on. Where they had a bunch of cocaine wash up on shore.
Yeah, that's where's Shane Powers? What's Shane Powers up to?
I did almost call him Shane Black. Imagine Shane Black on Survivor. Isn't that the director that you like?
Yeah, I'd like to. I wasn't saying anything because I was imagining it.
The Survivor equivalent of so funny I forgot to laugh.
Yeah.
Jason, is that his name? Jason? Yeah.
Yeah. I was also thinking about Boston Powers, but now I've thought about Boston Powers, and we can move on.
He is the son of Vietnamese immigrants. He's very smart, tries to stay humble. I feel like there's always a guy like this.
Yeah, didn't he also say that he's afraid all of the time, and that is going to be his superpower?
He's got little guy energy, but lives in fear. What do you think of Jason overall? Cool guy or no?
I don't know. I don't know if he's cool. We'll see. He seems like a guy that's either going to get out super early or he's going to be like a surprisingly good player. I don't know that there's much of an in-between there. I'm looking at his profile, because on the Survivor Wiki, they've got the Entertainment Weekly profiles that they do with all of these players. So they have like a little survey. And who is your biggest inspiration and why? Ruth Bader Ginsburg. She was incredibly brilliant, always fought for what she believed in and changed constitutional law by herself, basically. Well, in more ways than one. But anyway, so he's a notorious RBG kind of guy.
That's really cool, actually.
I don't know if you've ever seen this before, but like, what if this old lady was also like a rapper?
That would be really cool.
Wouldn't that be crazy?
That's
she's like a boss, which, you know, like many of the players on the season of Survivor, she was kind of a boss. She had kind of boss energy.
Survivor and Ruth Bader Ginsburg, like Ruth Viver. That's the kind of crossover, pop culture crossover I could get behind.
God. You could call this season Survivor Ruth Conda Forever because of two of the players.
We were looking for the theme, and I think we found it. Okay, up next is Christina Mills. She's 36 years old, an NBA career coach. More interested in an NBA career coach, am I right?
Yeah, that's right. That would be much more interesting.
Rick Carlisle. Larry Bird. Larry Bird?
Yeah, both Celtics. They were on the same team at one point.
Christina's from Houston, now lives in Edmond, Oklahoma. I like Oklahoma because their initials are okay.
Yeah.
I think that's fun. She says she has a supportive husband, but he said don't come back without the money. I like that.
That was nice. I think she seems nice. I will say I'm looking at the survey for this. Mm-hmm. 3 words to describe you. Adaptable, loyal, random.
Love that. Did she use the emojis, like the twisty head emoji?
She didn't do the like tongue out, making a silly face one.
She is a black liberal in an all red state. I thought it was funny that they dressed her in all red when she said this. Like, who's the producer genius who did that?
I will say she's maybe getting a little out of her skis because which previous player do you identify with the most? After watching Survivor Panama, I'm convinced I'm Siri 2.0.
Siri?
Or Siri, yeah. I'm
kind of the new Siri, actually.
Yeah.
Hey, Siri, get me on Survivor.
Yeah, I'm convinced I'm Siri 2.0.
Okay. Well, we're actually getting ready for Siri 6.0, so you're a little late on that, but...
Yeah, I just think this always bugs me when people do this. It's like, don't compare it. Like, I'm kind of like the best Survivor player, but like maybe even better because maybe I'll win.
Who are you most like?
Someone that lost. Someone who didn't go on the show. That's who I'm most like.
She is college sweethearts with her husband. That was cute. She seems to love her husband a lot.
She does. She's a husband guy. She's a husband gal.
She's a husband guy, absolutely. She calls Jeff Uncle Jeffrey. Always good. I want to do a simulated season of just people who called Jeff Jeffrey during their season. Is that a good idea?
Sure.
Okay, up next we've got Matt Williams. I'm sure your next favorite guy.
Yeah, I don't know. This is they've made a new Gabler. There's a new Gabler in town. Here he is.
This is very much we've got Gabler at home.
He seems nice. I don't know.
Nice.
I don't love the dreadlocks, but I think he'll probably do fine.
He actually gets complimented on his hair every time he goes outside.
Everywhere he goes out, just like me when I wear my loon sweatshirt. People love loons. But yeah, who do you think you will play most like? I hope I would play the game like Kenzie. She was so likable. I could never write her name down. Honestly, that's not a bad person to want to emulate.
I guess, yeah. He is 52 years old, airport ramp agent. He's from Utah. He says his look makes him look more approachable. I don't know. I don't think I would talk to this man if I saw him in public.
If you were on Survivor and there's a white guy with dreads wearing a Hawaiian shirt, I'd be like, this guy I can probably talk to. I don't love the dreads, but I bet this guy's outgoing.
Yeah. He grew up wanting to be a stockbroker. Okay.
He did decide that he didn't like it. And decide that, yeah. Now he is a baggage handler for an airport.
He says he has strong inner core strength due to throwing bags at the airport.
I bet he's going to be a good physical competitor. Because
I think so, too.
that is a kind of thing that you do get pretty strong doing.
Yeah, and yeah. Michelle MC Chukwujiku, 29 years old, fitness trainer from Texas originally. Now
I'm
lives
trying
in
to think of what
California.
it's. Yeah, MC. It's like Chukwu Yekwu or Jekwu, something like that.
Chukwujiku. I looked up the pronunciation, and
okay.
I was not very confident on the pronunciation website, but that's what they said.
Anyway.
Brand new Survivor fan. This is always surprising to me. Like, what? We're the same age. What do you mean you didn't grow up with the show?
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense to me.
Her parents are Nigerian immigrants. A lot of immigrant parents on this season. Is this more than usual? I guess that's not something we keep track of.
I don't think it's more than usual. I mean, I think last season the most important alliance in the show was composed of children of immigrants. So
that's a good point. I forgot about that. She thrives off her own energy. Love that. But she doesn't drink coffee or energy drinks, which is...
Don't love that. You have made an enemy of this show as someone who just finished a Celsius while recording this.
I'm literally drinking an iced coffee right now. We put off the start of our recording so I could refill my iced coffee.
Yeah, and so that you could send someone on a Lime scooter up to Grand Rapids.
That's right. I was really high on MC, and then she talked shit about energy drinks, and I said, I don't know.
Doors over there.
Yeah.
Okay, which previous player do you identify with most?
Yes.
I identify with the Toronto International Film Festival the most and loved watching her play. So she identifies with Tiff. And,
forgot that was her nickname for her.
Who do you think you will play most like? I hope to play like Dee. She played a great physical and social game with her alliances, but honestly, I can really only go out there and play my own game. That is correct.
That's a good answer.
This it's also, I mean, I think Dee is kind of a singular player because according to every other Survivor fan, she's the most beautiful woman to ever play the game. So
she's a singular player, more like a single player. Am I right?
Whoa!
I also am delivering a high five on that Lime scooter.
Oh, thank you
for that really good joke. Yeah, I think that's a good answer. You
gotta play your own game.
I guess not drinking coffee or energy drinks is probably going to do well for you not having those vices on the island of Survivor.
I'd be trading my shirt for a damn iced coffee or
tell me about
whatever.
Up next, we've got Stephen Rahm. He is 35. He is a rocket scientist, and he is from Colorado, Denver, which is where my wife and I just went for our honeymoon. Nice little town there they got. That's my take on Denver.
Sure, I'm sure any Denver listeners are happy to hear that.
He compares the game of Survivor to a deep space exploration. Okay. He's kind of a nerd growing up. He did get a photo with Bill Nye the Science Guy, though, so that was pretty exciting.
He did.
I liked that. He works for NASA and is also a musician. He has a dog named Rupert after the show Survivor. This dude's a fucking nerd.
Yeah, I didn't love this guy. So which previous player do you identify with the most? I identify with Rupert's ability to be unabashedly himself and Tyson's sense of humor. You're not Tyson, man.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm just going to put this out there right now. You're not Tyson, bro.
If you relate to Rupert, you're not Tyson.
You couldn't see Tyson with the Hubble telescope. Also,
yes.
Who do you think you will play most like? I am probably most similar to Charlie from season 46. I can kind of see it.
Yeah.
I think he also reminds me a little bit of, he's a little more outgoing, but of young, young Sheldon was the Triple H one. Who's the, Carson. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Those were two different guys, right?
Yeah. Carson,
who forced them to make new puzzles for the challenges after 100 years of doing the same shit.
Yeah.
So a hero, actually.
Yeah. I'm interested to see what happens with this guy.
I think he'll be fine. I think he's going to be one of those guys that grows on us as the season continues.
Yeah. Honestly, there's a little bit of, in terms of the just like a little too much outgoing energy. He's got a little David in him.
Which David?
From last season.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant David Wright, and I was like, David Wright was famously
No, David Wright
insecure.
was yeah, and yeah, he was like neurotic in a fun
Yeah.
way. No, I'm talking about Stuntman David.
Yeah, Nipple David, Milk David.
Yeah, my guy loves chocolate milk. Okay, who's
doesn't?
next?
Sophie Segretti, 31 years old, strategy associate from Darnestown, Maryland, now living in New York, New York. The city so nice they named it twice.
We have 2 Sophies this season, by the way.
I'm pretty mad about it. I'm glad
I
you
don't
brought
like
it up.
that. So we got a Sophie with an I and a Sophie with an E. Man, I got to tell you, one of our friends from our Survivor DM has been applying to be on the show, and hopefully he makes it. Shout out to Ben, but he should get a job in marketing or as a consultant because that'll guarantee that
God.
you get fucking cast because that's all they cast anymore.
Honestly. She went to business school and is now dating in NYC.
You know, Survivor's kind of like getting ghosted if you think about it.
Yeah, tell me more about that, Sophie Segretti. I love people's entire experience being dating. That's a really fun trope.
Dude, wasn't there just somebody that did the same thing where they were like, Survivor's kind of like a dating app? And I don't think that they were on for very long.
Sophie is the eldest of 4 children. She got the birds and the bees conversation because of Rob and Amber canoodling on All Stars.
Too much Boston Rob in these fucking profiles, by the way.
Impossible.
The
That's
other
our
Boston
guy.
Rob tie that we had was a tie to the person I liked the least of anybody here, by the way.
Oh, I can't wait to get to that person. So that is the Hina tribe. You won last season, so you get first choice. Who are you going with? It's not a strong tribe.
From the damn Hina tribe.
Jason, Christina, Matt, MC, Steven, and Sophie Segretti.
I'm gonna take MC.
God damn it. That was my only choice.
Well, you don't want to take Christina?
I guess I'll take Christina. Yeah, I like Christina too.
Hina Christina.
Hina Christina. That's what we can call her. Okay, up next is Keely. I didn't look up how to pronounce these tribe names, so apologies to any Fijian listeners. Up first is Alex Moore. He's 27, a political comms director from Evanston, Illinois, now living in Washington, D.C. Alex is very excited to be there.
Did you look up who he's like what politician he works for?
No, I didn't. I didn't realize he worked for a specific politician. Who does he work for?
It's someone in Illinois.
Oh, for Evanston, sure.
Yeah, it's like an Illinois rep who's like 81, some old lady.
Oh, is it Jan Sherkowski or something like that?
I think it is.
Yeah, she's retiring. They are not in our district. That is not my representative, but we are just outside, and I'm very excited about one of the people running to replace her. Well, actually, 2 of the people running to replace her. Kat Abu-Ghazaleh and Dan Biss. They're both big names in the political scene over here. Anyway, that's a little Northern Chicago politics corner. Should that be a segment moving forward?
No, I don't think it's going to come up again.
He is mixed, so some of his relatives didn't even attend his parents' wedding. Isn't that
Oh
shitty?
boy, that sucks.
Yeah. His boss is excited for him to play and is expecting him to find his wife on the island. What?
Huh.
How often does that actually happen?
Not
Once?
very often. I think it's happened one time.
One time in 50 years?
Yeah, I don't know that that's a reasonable. Yeah, I also look. I'm gonna be real here. I was pretty sure that he was gay, but
I was very
not.
surprised when he mentioned looking for a wife.
But well, you know, whatever. And okay, so the most interesting things from the Entertainment Weekly thing. He was a part of us.
EU.com?
EU.com. He was part of a survivor club in high school. It says teachers and students. Yeah, so he's a super super fan.
As co-presidents of Movie Club, that is the cringiest thing I've ever
he
heard.
should have been in Movie Club. Who do you think you will most play like? I think I will play the most like Sam Phelan, which is an interesting one because it's someone. I think it's an interesting pick because it's somebody who did not win.
He played a decent game, though, no?
He played an okay game, but he was pretty dead in the water by the time he got to Final Tribal Council.
Yeah. If I were playing, I would want to play like Sam Winnin.
Yeah. But you know what? I mean, you can do worse than playing like a runner-up, so...
Yeah. He said he wants to defeat something called the Margarita Curse. Did you know about this?
This is tempting fate to me. There were two people that tempted fate in their cast bios or whatever, and this is one of them. This would be like saying you could overturn the car curse. Like, just don't.
Oh my God. I would love to see somebody even attempt that. That would be so funny. Okay, up next is Kimberly Annie Davis. She is 49. She is a musician. She is from Portland, Oregon, now lives in Austin, Texas. What a trajectory of places to live.
She is like an entrepreneur. She had some sort of like athleisure company that she started, and now she just like plays music or whatever. We had two different people that play music that got to do the really annoying thing where they had them pick up like a palm frond or whatever and pretend to play air guitar on it.
Yeah, do we like that or is that lame?
I think it's lame. It's just this is what I have learned after seeing a bunch of these not to hold any of the photo shoot stuff against these people because this is the production team being like, big smile.
Yeah.
You're a musician. Play air guitar on this. Like, it's not nobody. You can't really glean anything from this because this is people being prodded to do this stuff.
Do you like her pink pigtails?
It's I mean, she's being herself.
Sure. Yeah, she got into music in her 40s and was really sad when somebody said she dressed too young for her. And then compares it to the game of Survivor somehow? I don't know. What were you saying?
Yeah, whatever. Pet peeves, dumb people.
Sure.
I also got back into music at 44 years old and started my first rock band. We are now signed to a label, have won songwriting and best live band awards. I was named 2023 CMA of Texas America Artist of the Year, and they've toured 17 states and 2 countries. So she's been pretty successful as a musician.
Nice. I am going to check out her music. I listened to somebody's music who did songs that was on the show recently, and it was fine. Who was that?
I don't remember.
Sure.
Oh, it was. Wasn't there like a pop artist a couple seasons ago? Is that who it was?
J Maya.
J Maya. Yes.
Yes. Yeah. She didn't make it as far as we had hoped. My take on Kimberly Annie Davis is she gives very "we have Krylin at home" energy.
A little bit, yeah. I think she's a little more buttoned up.
Yeah,
I think she's more of a no offense to Krylin, who I really, really enjoyed on the last season of The Traitors, which otherwise sucked. But I think I came back around on her. But she is like kind of a one of one type of person in a So yeah, I think but I get what you're saying, where they're both just like people that are being themselves. But
whoa, look how goofy this middle-aged lady is being.
Yeah, she said I identify with both Kenzie and Jam Jam because they stayed positive and kind even in the toughest of times.
That's nice. I think she's going to be fine. I don't know. Up next is Jake Latimer. He's Canadian. He's 36 years old. He's correctional officer.
He's very Canadian. He's from Alberta, and he has a pretty thick accent.
I couldn't believe it was real. I had to like rewind and listen to his voice more clearly. I was like, how is that his real voice? He's very Canadian. He played ice hockey and then went on to do a male review show. He married an Australian woman who got pregnant during his application process after they had been trying for a baby for a long time.
Also, his dad has glaucoma, so this is going to be the last, and is supposed to lose his eyesight within like a year or so. So this is going to be the last season of Survivor he gets to watch when his son is on it.
That's very sweet.
So he's got a really, really good final tribal thing if he can get there with both of those.
Yeah. All I can think about is, what is this baby's voice going to sound like?
That's a good question. Also, I want to know if he was doing Thunder from Down Under. Is that what he was doing?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't look it up.
There was
but I bet we
okay.
can find
So
out.
for any Project Runway fans out there, one of the greatest things that ever happened on that show was there was a group challenge where the challenge was these two teams had to make tearaway clothing for the Thunder from Down Under, and nobody goes on those shows to design men's clothing, and so no one knew how to do it. And the Thunder from Down Under guys were like nice, sweet angels, and they really tried to put a brave face on for the runway show, but like none of it worked the way that it was supposed to, and it all looked terrible.
That's great.
And it's one of the greatest episodes in the history of reality television. It's so fucking funny.
Okay, everything I'm finding brings up just Survivor stuff for this guy, so maybe we can find that later. Up next is Nicole Mazzullo. She's 26, a financial crime consultant. What is that?
I'm assuming that is somebody that consults on.
Crime?
It'd probably be. I'm thinking it would either be like you work with regulatory agencies or something like that to try and catch white collar criminals, or I would think maybe it would be like a compliance oriented thing where you work for a company to make sure that they don't do financial crimes. I don't know. I think the first one's probably more likely. But she's a consultant, and that's what you need to be on this show now.
Perhaps he's helping, she's helping people do financial crimes.
I don't think that you would say that was what your job was if you were helping people do financial crimes.
Interesting. Okay, let's see. Who's next? Oh, yeah. Nicole, from New York, now lives in Philadelphia, immediately annoyed with how many straight people there are. Pretty funny. She's the oldest child of a big Italian family. The family missed bagels so much that they just made a bagel shop of their own when they moved to Philly. That was pretty funny.
Yeah, she's very, very Italian. So she says that she identifies with Jam Jam, and she, during her bio thing, also said, like, I got to be around like a straight guy with like a six pack. I guess I'm gonna have to get used to that. Yes, you will, because you were on the same tribe as Jake Latimer.
Yeah.
So.
And then up next, we've got Sophie Bellerti.
Sophie with an I and no E.
She's 27, an entrepreneur from Miami, Florida. She wants to create a dominant alliance immediately. Smart plan, always works out for people.
Yeah,
Remember Tony in Game Changers?
Exactly. I am also very interested to see, because she was like, I know how to put people in their place. It's like, okay.
Yeah, great.
We're gonna see how this social game goes.
Her parents are from Venezuela and Cuba. She doesn't like to work for people, so she went to business school. Okay. Her grandma learned English by watching Survivor and also had a huge crush on Jeff.
I'm sure Jeff is gonna love that.
I really hope she makes it to the family visit and her grandma comes out.
I'm sure she will. Either that or it'll be at the reunion.
Oh,
if
yeah.
she makes it to the merge.
Well, if they even have a reunion, I think they might be saving that for 50. Up next is Jeremiah Ng, 39 years old, global events manager from Canada. He compares himself to panda bears because they're cute and cuddly, but also have claws.
So he's also really lazy and doesn't know how to have sex.
Yeah. He grew up as one of the few gay and few Asian kids in his town. He watched the show with his dad. His mom doesn't know he's on Survivor. Great. Oh.
Yeah, this is another person who said they're going to play like Jam Jam.
I mean, Jam Jam won.
I think that Jam Jam was a very good player. I think that my response to you saying that you're going to play like Jam Jam is no, you won't.
Yeah.
You don't got the juice. He said that he identifies with Ty both seasons the most.
Yeah, fair. He loves astrology. He wants to be the first male tourist to win.
He also said to who is your biggest inspiration and why? Elle Woods from Legally Blonde.
Good. Okay. Who's your pick from this tribe? It is once again Alex, Annie, Jake, Nicole, Sophie with an I, and Jeremiah.
I'm picking Nicole. I think Nicole's going to do well.
I think that's a good choice. I'm going to pick Jake. That's my name.
Maybe they'll form an unlikely alliance.
I hope so. Six-pack and gay person?
Yeah.
And that could be the name of their alliance. Okay, up next is the Uli tribe. We've got Jawan Pitts. He's 28 years old, video editor from Salem, New Jersey, now living in L.A. He's the oldest of 5 kids to a single parent. He moved to L.A. to be a video editor and is now an inspiration to his younger siblings. This guy seems fine.
It does. He has 2 very interesting answers to the identify with and play most like. These are 2 people. So for identify, I feel like I identify with Sean Rector from season 4, Marquesas. I love how true to himself he was. He was a man of faith and often felt out of water, but it didn't stop him from caring for people. I did not expect to see Sean Rector as comparison. Who do you think you will play the most like? I think will play the most like Jesse Lopez. He was social, cunning, and strategically playing hard for his family. Like, I think those are 2 good answers.
Yeah. So I think I found the show Jake Latimer was on. It seems he was on a Chippendales.
Okay, so it was not Thunder from Down Under, even though it was in Australia, which is...
No, Canada. His wife is Australian.
I thought he did it while he was in Australia.
Well, maybe you paid closer attention than I did.
No, he moved to Australia, though.
I don't know, Thomas. I didn't listen that closely.
Okay. Either way.
Okay, up next is Nate Moore. He is 47 years old. And how old was Jawan Pitts? 28. Okay. Yes. So maybe they might have like a fatherly son or uncle interaction kind of thing.
I think that if I was anybody on this tribe and I got wind at all of what this guy's job was, I would vote him out immediately.
He is 47 years old. He's a film producer from California. He is the youngest child to a single mom. He's a producer on Captain America and a bunch of other Marvel shit.
Captain America, the Winter Soldier, both Black Panther movies. Yeah. I think those were the only movies that he mentioned.
He compares Survivor to T'Challa, the Black Panther.
Yeah, T'Challa probably would be good at Survivor because he would just win every single physical challenge and nobody would be able to get him out.
Oh my God, Thomas, should we do Simulated Survivor Marvel?
Oh my God, that would be so epic. Why is this guy? I know that this is one of the classic things. Look, I know that I loved Mike White as a player and he would also fall under this, but I get very annoyed when people are like, I just want to see if I can do it. And I don't even need the money. It's like, then don't play.
Yeah. His wife is hoping he doesn't make the merch so he can come home early.
Me too.
I thought that was really funny. Okay. Up next is Rizzo Vilovich.
Oh, this is another... I take that back. This is who I want voted out first.
He's 25. He's in tech sales. He's from Yonkers, New York. Fucking Tyler, the Creator over here.
Yeah.
Remember that song? He likes to be called Riz God. What do we think about that?
Don't love it.
His parents are Albanian immigrants. His brother has autism. He wants to be on Survivor's Mount Rushmore, and he's one of the people who's also going to be on Survivor 50 in the hands of the fans.
Wait, what, he is?
Yep.
How'd that happen?
I don't know. We're about to find out, I guess.
All right, so which previous player do you identify with the most? David Wright, which is a good answer. Okay. He's the epitome of perseverance. Who do you think you will play most like? I hope to play like JT from Token Teens. Okay.
Sure. Yeah, same.
I think anyone would hope to play like JT from Token Teens.
I hate his dumb little
I hope to play
haircut.
like JT from Heroes vs. Villains.
I want to make really the biggest fumble of all time.
Yeah, I want to make maybe the stupidest single decision anyone's ever made on the show.
JT really is truly that meme of the horse drawing that's really good at the first stage and then really atrocious by the end.
Yep.
Okay, up next is Sage Aarons Nichols. She's 30 years old, clinical social worker from North Carolina, now residing in Olympia, Washington. She collects pimples in a jar, specifically blackheads.
Don't love that. Oh boy. Yeah, we're getting some good answers here in this survey. Anyway, continue.
She joined the military after high school, where she learned embrace the suck. That's stupid. Can I just...
I mean, I get it. Like, you gotta, if you're in a bad situation, you gotta be willing to like dig down and persevere through it or whatever. But yeah, I don't know.
Couldn't be me. I'd rather just not be in a bad situation.
So did you know? I mentioned that there were people that jinxed themselves in the bio segment. Did you notice what she did?
She did say she feels pretty confident she's going to make it happen.
She might be the first person out just because of this. Like, so anyway,
she also said she thinks people think she's the B word because of her face. Not
and because
great.
of the Botox.
Yeah, because of the Botox in her forehead. Yeah. I don't see Sage making it far.
What's one life experience he feels prepared you for this game? Depends on which facet of the game you're referring to. Physically, the military. Emotionally, the trauma. Socially, neurodivergence. Mentally, social work. Which previous player do you identify with the most? Who do you think you'll play the most like? Marianne.
Up next is Savannah Louie, 31, a former reporter from California, now living in Georgia, Atlanta. She was a surprise baby. Why are we getting so much about, like...
I don't need to know that.
Right? Like, every one of them is like, this is where I am in birth order. Like, I don't really care. She got burnt out of journalism after 10 years and is now a marketing specialist for her parents' company. Why did they write occupation as former reporter instead of marketing specialist for her parents' company then?
Yeah. It's all Jam and D for these, because she said for this, I'm going to embody Kim Spradlin and D.
Yeah, two of the most dominant winners of all time. Congratulations.
Yeah, that's gonna be me. I'm going to do that.
Yeah. Her strategy is to create stress and paranoia. She's also on Survivor 50 in the hands of the fans.
Interesting. Also, in 3 words to describe you, one of the words that she used was no nonsense, which is 2 words.
Well, if you say it real fast, though. No nonsense.
All right.
It's
yeah.
no nonsense, not no. Nonsense.
Presumably her and Rizgod are going to go pretty far based off of the fact that they're coming back. So we'll see.
Are we calling him Rizgod?
I just did.
I guess it avoids confusion with Rizzo from Greece, which I guess is a plus.
That is true. That's a great point. And last but not least,
Shannon Fairweather?
Shannon Fairweather.
28-year-old wellness specialist from Massachusetts. She's a Virgo, if that means anything to anyone. And guess what? Her parents, everybody's bios are, this is what my parents did, and this is how much I love Survivor. Her parents owned a sports bar where Boston Rob worked. Remember him?
Whoa, that's so crazy.
The world actually does revolve around her. And as she compares herself to Mark and Donnie Wahlberg, Boston Rob, Stevie Nicks, and Ram Dass. Thomas, what 5 notable people are you a combination of? And 2 of them have to be siblings, and one of them is a reality TV star, and one of them is a rock star, and one is a dude who did drugs.
I don't know.
With so many people to think about. Remember 5 guys, come up with 5 guys.
Yeah, this is, I didn't, oh my God, there's so much stuff in this fucking survey, man. I didn't, as you can imagine, all of this rubbed me the wrong way. Which previous player do you identify with the most? Who do you think you'll play those? Like Jam.
Mm-hmm.
Social, compassionate, fun, keeps it light. Boston Rob, swag, confidence, determination. Boston Grit, strategic, goat. Marianne, authenticity and a little emotional. Parvati, badass, strong, hot. Okay, what is something that we would never know from looking at you? I used to be on antidepressants before I found my love for travel, meditation, and God. I remember being in the womb. Virgo, Sun, Libra, Mood, Gemini, Rising, LOL. What is your biggest inspiration? Why? God, universe, great spirit, mother nature. The divine is why I am here. Magic is real, and I am constantly inspired by the life and human experience. Okay, is this female coach? This might be female coach.
That's so funny. Female coaches, of course, Debbie. We need a new reference point.
Yeah.
Who's new era coach, though?
Who is new era? Maybe this is new era coach.
Maybe
I guess coach is going to be new era coach next season.
But I'm curious to see what Survivor 50 looks like, because it might be like the start of a rebirth. I don't know if we're going to be in the nice era anymore for 50. Might be
the crunchiness of this is I'm not gonna make. There's some implications I can make from that I'm gonna keep to myself because I don't know this lady. But
Shannon Fairweather.
Yeah, I don't know Shannon.
Is Fairweather also?
I don't know Shannon Fairweather. Will I be a Fairweather fan? Who knows? No. Right now, I don't think I am one, but we'll see.
Okay, so we know who you hate the most on the cast, but who are you picking from the Uli tribe?
First of all, I do not like this tribe.
I don't. I was scrolling through like trying to find anyone I like.
We'll see. Maybe I'll really like them. But we're not off to a great start. I'm gonna pick. I'll pick Savannah just because it seems like she's gonna be there.
Yeah,
for a while.
That was my reasoning too.
So yeah, I guess both of us can basically get like a free pass for these, unless they were like so memorable before getting voted off immediately that they wanted to bring them back.
I guess I'll pick Rizgod then.
You gotta pick Rizgod.
Jesus Christ. I can't believe they're making us call
If I was picking
Rizgod.
Based off of like an initial read, I probably would have picked Jawan, but I gotta take free money when it's given to me.
Yeah. Yeah, if I didn't know that they were on 50, I think Jawan would have been my pick too. He seems like a solid dude who will be decent. Okay, who's winning reward?
I'm going to say that the Hina tribe will.
Hina is the one with the mat. Yes, I'm going to also pick Hina. They seem like the strongest tribe. What will the reward be?
I'm going to say Flint, probably.
That's a good call. I'm going to also say Flint, actually. And who's going to win immunity?
I'm going to say the Kele tribe.
Okay. I'm going to go with Hina.
Okay.
And who is getting voted out? Oh, man, there's a couple.
I am going to say that Sage is getting voted out first, solely off of saying that she was confident.
That's a good call. I'm going to go with Shannon Fairweather.
That was my other choice.
Yeah. And what product placement will be placed in front of our eyes?
This is the real question. I'm going to say... I was talking about the car curse. What if they brought cars back for this season? I'm going to say...
Lightning McQueen.
I'm going to say Hyundai.
Hyundai. Interesting. I will say Old Spice.
They're going to have a special... It'll be like the Charmin challenge, but it's going to be... They're going to have a bunch of deodorant there. That's not a bad... That would be a good reward.
Yeah, like you get to go to the Old Spice sanctuary where good smells happen or whatever they're saying.
And they give you a stick of deodorant that you get for the rest of the game.
Yeah, they do like a closed Zoom like they used to do back in the day. I don't know what they do anymore. Man, wouldn't it be cool if they tried when they produced this show instead of just doing the same shit every year? Whatever. At least Jeff has a podcast now where we can email him. Okay, Thomas, we met 18 new people trying to become a part of the reality TV lexicon. So can you tell us the name of this week's Quopst quiz?
So nasty that it's probably somewhat of a travesty having me. Then he told the people you can call me your majesty. Keep your
iconic reality TV star, you get the truth about your personality. This is by All Things Reality TV. It is from March 28th, 2023.
270 points, approved and edited by the BuzzFeed community team. That's nice. I like whoever this person is. I'm going to check out their other quizzes, see if they did anything else. What is your dream job? Writer on SNL, and that it's just a stock photo of somebody with a laptop, with like a touchscreen laptop doing a slideshow. I don't think that's what writers do. Entrepreneur, and it's another laptop on a
Look, we're not describing the picture of all of these. I'm putting my foot down.
Model, part of the royal family, interior designer on Broadway. Part of the royal family does sound appealing. Get a crown?
You don't
Free
really
money?
have to do anything, and
don't
that
have
would
to
be
do
nice.
anything?
None of these are my dream job. Also, that's not a job, but still.
Talk to King Charles.
It's okay. I guess I'll say writer on SNL. It's the only one of these that is particularly interesting to me.
You can get a touchscreen laptop when you do that.
Sounds pretty sick.
What
Thanks,
is your
Lauren.
favorite hobby? Watching TV. I don't even have to read the rest of these. Are you fucking
You
kidding
already
me?
know.
I love
You already
TV.
know.
Planning out your life? No. Shopping? No. Gossiping? No. Reading a magazine / collaging? That's two things. Hearing yourself speak. I do like that too, actually. I'm going to go watch TV. Watch TV.
I'm also watching TV.
Who doesn't love watching TV?
TV party tonight.
There we go. I was just about to say, what was that song? What do you do when you have to confront someone? Tell them in a blunt way. Explain the situation in a calm and assertive way. You would never confront someone. Yell at them and tell them why they are wrong. That's always satisfying. Use a judgmental tone. Escalate the situation by gaslighting and instigating. Now, that is pretty satisfying too. It's so funny because you know something the other person doesn't. The lamp's gas is actually less than it used to be, but you don't know that.
They don't know. That's a good way to get them.
Yeah. What are you saying?
I guess explain the situation in a calm and assertive way.
Boring answer. I'm going to gaslight the person. I'm getting an ad that says, "Let's go."
Wow, exciting. Let's go.
Someone cuts you off in traffic. You yell at them and catch them to flip them off. Memorize the license plate. What's that going to do? Wish you had a personal driver to deal with this. Boring. It might have been your fault you weren't paying attention. Very possible. Shrug it off because everyone has those days, and it's like a cool old man with a fun glasses and mustache. Or curse them out. Obviously, I'm cursing them out. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I'm cursing them out.
Like, there's nothing else you can do in that situation.
Yeah, I'm not crazy enough to like chase somebody down to flip them off. And
Yeah, not worth it.
For somebody cutting me off, that's not something that I would say I wasn't paying attention for. I would be mad at them.
You are going to a party. Where will you be? At the party. What the fuck kind of question is this? You are going to a party. Where will you be? Getting ready. You are the best looking for a reason. Networking. The work never stops. The hard work never stops. Tell me about it. Cracking jokes. You are the life of the party. It's a horse laughing. Stuffing your pockets with free food.
That sounds pretty good.
Demanding things from anyone who will listen, or talking about your newest accomplishments and upcoming plans. What accomplishments and plans? I'm a millennial. I'm between stuffing my pockets with food and demanding things from anyone who will listen.
See, for me, it's cracking jokes or stuffing my pockets with free food.
I didn't want to say it earlier, but I do see a resemblance between you and this horse laughing.
I do look like that horse. I'm going to stuff my pockets with some free food.
That's a fair choice. I'm going to demand things from anyone who will listen, like food, please. Because here's the thing. I actually don't want to get up from the couch once I'm at a party. But if somebody else will go get me the food, I'm all for it. You can be judgmental and very blunt at times, but only make your friends laugh. Oh, but only to make your friends laugh. Although your comedy is often perceived as mean, you have a big heart. You care deeply about your friends, family, and others. You're down to earth and very giving, even if everyone doesn't see it. I think that's accurate. I'm Simon Cowell.
Would you call Simon Cowell a compassionate hater?
Absolutely. That's exactly what he is.
Well, I also got Simon Cowell, so
Everyone
maybe
gets
that fits
Simon
this
Cowell.
podcast.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Two Simons Cowell.
There's what you want out of a podcast. Do you think Simon Cowell should be a guest on this podcast?
No, I'm not interested in that.
All right, Thomas. If people want to hear about what you're interested in talking about, where can they do that?
You can follow me at tom.tom.bsky.social or at tom.tom on X, the everything I'm formerly known as Twitter.
The show's on YouTube at the Compassionate Haters Survivor Podcast. We're the Simon Cowell of Survivor Podcast. What can people comment on YouTube?
They can comment, ha ha ha, very funny smiley face, or just smiley face.
Thank you to everybody who has done that week after week, and those who have not, step up your game. We're about to start a new season, and we appreciate it. Okay, last week's poll asked, are we a joke to you? Yes, no, who's to say? How do you think people voted?
I probably said who's to say.
100% of people said who's to say.
I'm starting to think that maybe we are a joke to them based off of how all this who's to saying.
Right? Do we have a poll for the people this week?
Who's your favorite new tribe?
Okay, that'll probably get a lot of votes. People love to vote on shit that is actually pertaining to the show.
My other one was, are you a Fairweather fan?
Actually, can we do that? Are you a Fairweather fan of Shannon Fairweather?
We could absolutely
Is it Shannon Fairweather? What was her name?
I think it is Shannon Fairweather.
Yeah, Shannon Fairweather. It's a good name. Like, if Shannon Rutherford's name on Lost wasn't Shannon Rutherford, it would be Shannon Fairweather.
If Shannon Fairweather becomes like an influencer, she could call her stans her Fairweather fans.
That's really good.
Or Fairweather friends, I guess, maybe.
I'm actually rooting for Shannon Fairweather now. This is like The Masked Singer, when you're like, oh, I like this person, and then it turns out that they're like, who's the guy who did 4 seasons and also was the mayor of New York?
Is it like Michael Bloomberg or
No, the one who worked for Trump.
Oh God, Rudy Giuliani. Yeah,
Rudy Giuliani. Yeah, like, oh well,
He
what
was
a
on
fun
The Masked
character.
Singer.
And then it turns out it was Rudy Giuliani the whole time, and you're like, oh no, I'm a Rudy Giuliani fan. I just hope Shannon Fairweather is like a good person in real life. I don't really care about the show. Anyway,
Well, she does remember being in the womb, so jot that down.
What a cool person. I love her. Voted the YouTube, our channel, I already said it. We have a few shows on Patreon where you can find at just podcasts on patreon.com. That's a really clear way to say that, right? We have a few tiers there. What tier do you want to shout out this week?
We're going back to basics, watching a new season of Survivor. So I think we need to go back to basics. So I'm going to shout out Just Joey, our first ever Patreon tier, where we watch the classic show that was the main show. Friends was the prequel to it, but it's about Joey Tribbiani.
What do you think of this? What if we do a 1-week sale of 90% off of Just Joey, so it's only $1,000 a month this time?
Yeah. Wow, what a great deal.
What a great deal. Nobody took us up on our 99.9% off of Tony Sholube.
Tony Sholube.
Don't know why, but maybe it'll work for this one.
They didn't want to hear us talk about like Pain and Gain or whatever.
It's a good movie, and he's really good in that movie.
He's a great actor.
Okay, we'll be back next week. Oh, did we thank the fans?
I would love to thank the listeners, subscribers, and commenters. Thank you for listening, subscribing, and commenting.
And if anybody wants to write a review on Apple or any other podcast app, what would they write?
This is my favorite podcast. I like it better than all the other podcasts. I give it a big thumbs up.
Okay, and next week...
Also, thank you to all of our Fairweather friends.
Thank you to all of our Fairweather friends, as always. We will be back next week with our discussion of the Survivor 49 premiere. It's finally happening. Have a great summer.
Deuces.
I'm looking for the parade interview that Jeff Probst does every year, where he says what the new unofficial theme for the season is.
Oh, yes. Yeah, that's very important.
But I can't find it anywhere. But I did find under parade.com's entertainment section, it's 7 categories. Celebrities, TV, movies, books, music, cover stories, sure, and royals.
Yeah, Parade definitely seems like the kind of publication that would care a lot about royals.
Oh, I found the Survivor page. Are you excited? You're not excited for Jeremy Collins to be the new On Fire co-host?
I mean, good for him. I just don't really care about On Fire.
Sure. I'll keep you updated. I don't know what songs to use for this season.
So you found it. Has he gotten
No, I found the Survivor page, but I haven't found the interview with Jeff Probst where he talks about it. It's all about the players. Who gives a shit about the players? Survivor Australia? I don't care. Okay, Survivor announces new cast by Zodiac side, and then it all goes terribly wrong, according to People.com. August 20th, 2025.
Wow, so they're stealing a bit from us.
Yeah, we actually did this a couple seasons ago. I was trying to remember what season that was. What season was that?
Yeah, which one was it? Because was Zodiac involved with it? Because I know we did the Zodiac review.
I have no idea. I have no memory of why we did that.
We just did it. I don't really remember why.
I think somebody in the cast was way into Zodiac or whatever, or astrology. Yeah. And so we did one Zodiac quiz, and then just decided...
who was it that was... There's so many players.
Case in point, Survivor's latest cast reveal when CBS revealed its new lineup of cast members for 49. Producers decided to add a cosmic twist by grouping contestants together according to their Zodiac signs. That's not interesting.
No, it isn't.
Oh, cute idea. Until things went terribly wrong. Aquarius players were mistakenly categorized under the water element. Okay.
Wait, is this real? Is this a fake article? What is going on here?
No, it was when they announced the cast. Apparently they did it on Instagram by promoting each person with their Zodiac sign.
Okay. So is this the theme of the season?
No, I think this was just a marketing thing they did.
Okay.
Ooh, which How I Met Your Mother character are you based on your Zodiac sign?
All right, we're getting way far afield, and if you remember, I did push this back an hour because I do have something to do later, so...
Okay.
Smarten up, probes.
One guy, big Mo, two guys, little bitty Mo, three guys, four-eyed Mo, four guys, no Mo, five guys, eat Mo, five little guys named Mo.
You want to remember 5 guys?
Sure.
Okay. Survivor sports news or pop culture, and is there a theme, and can you find the theme? I'll be interested if you know any of these people. Monet Exchange.
Monet Exchange?
Yeah.
I do not know. I don't know her.
She was on RuPaul's Drag Race. She's going to be on the next season of The Traitors.
Okay.
What about Carl Jacobs?
Is Carl Jacobs a Survivor player?
Yes. How about Sean Klitzner?
Is Sean Klitzner also a Survivor player?
Yes.
If you got a regular ass name, I'm going to predict that you're a Survivor player usually.
How about this guy? This guy I think you might have heard of as a hater of this brand. Tommy Smokes.
Tommy Smokes?
Maybe you haven't heard of him. No?
I only know, Frankie Smokes, because Frank Ntilikina was a player for the New York Knicks, and that was his nickname. So no, I don't know Tommy Smokes.
How about Hannah Kosh?
Survivor player, probably.
That's right. How about any of these next 3 people? These are bonus round.
Remembering 8 guys.
Davis Burleson, Alyssa Amorosa, Faith Montoya. Any of those names sound familiar?
Are the last 2 Survivor players?
All 8 of these people played Survivor in the Influencer Experience this week.
What?
They sent 8 influencers to Fiji to play 36 hours of Survivor.
This sucks. Why are they doing that?
Trying to get the young people back into Survivor.
This sucks.
With Tommy Smokes and Davis Burleson, who's a celebrity interviewer on TikTok.
Is he related to Nate Burleson?
My brother, I did not look that up.
The former Lions wide receiver. Do you remember the story about Nate Burleson breaking his arm?
No.
He broke his arm one season because he was driving during the off season, and he had just picked up a pizza, and he had a pizza on the driver's side seat. And he, I believe, rear-ended, somebody stopped abruptly in front of him. And he went, oh no. And instinctively, he put his arm on the pizza to stop it from going forward. And because of the force of the crash, it broke his arm.
Oh no.
And so he was joking about that. He's like, look, if I'm in that situation again, I know to just leave the pizza. It's not worth it. It's one of the funniest ways someone has ever gotten injured. Honestly, Detroit Sports has had 2 of those because Joel Zumaya got hurt from stress injury from playing too much Guitar Hero for the Lions.
That's real though. That can genuinely happen.
I respect it. I believe there was the Xbox version of Guitar Hero 2. In the credits, there was a thank you to Joel Zumaya.
Did you just hang up on me?
No.